Alrighty, guys, we might make a start. Cool, that was good. So much easier with a third of the youth club here than all of you here at once. Yeah, welcome to our 2020 Youth Best and Fairest evening. I'm Joel. I'll be ad hoc emceeing this first section before we then move you guys along and get the next group in. So, few housekeeping stuff. Exits obviously that way. Toilets out and down a bit further. And if there is a fire at all, we will meet directly where we all came in, down the bottom. I'm going to start us off with just an acknowledgement of country, and then I'll pass over to Tony, our president, who will do a bit of a welcome, and then we'll get straight into the counts, which with 10 rounds won't be lengthy, so it'll be a nice quick night for you all. I'd just like to acknowledge that we're meeting on Lutruwita, which is Tasmanian Aboriginal Land, Sea and Waterways, and I and the club acknowledge with deep respect the traditional owners of the land, the Muhunina people, on which we meet today. I'd now like to call Tony Hilda to the stage to do a bit of a recap of the season before we get into the counts. And as you're all aware, we are live at the moment on Duff TV. So for those of you who are at home watching, thanks for joining in. Tony.
Thanks, Joel. First of all, I'd like to welcome everyone, and especially our mayor, Christy Johnson, is here, and she's also patron of the junior club as well. But thanks for everyone being here, and just a bit of a cap over the year. Everyone knows that started off very strangely with our COVID thing, and so we were really lucky to even get a season up and going. But once again this year we've progressed from the last couple of years with good numbers, very good numbers. This year our under 8s and under 9s, which is the backbone of the club going forward, we had 2 teams in each of those age groups with 2 very, very good coaches in Shane Pazelli and Cameron Berry. So that holds a lot for us for the future with those teams going forward. Our girls, they increased in numbers as well, and we had, for the first time this year, we had 4 teams make finals, which over the last few years has been unheard of. And of that, 2 of those teams, the under-15 boys and the under-17 girls, both won their premierships. So how good was that? And the under-17 girls, both grand finals were down to just points at the end. In fact, the girls drew at the end of their game and had to go into 2 5-minute quarters for overtime and finish up winning that. So well done to them and their coaches and the staff. Now, Joel, you'll go through the format for tonight?
Yeah, I'm over here now.
All right, so anyway, we'll leave it at that and get straight into the what matters, and that's the counts for the best and fairest. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, so we'll just, the first 2 counts with under 13 boys and the under 13 girls. I'm joined by Taylor over here, who'll be helping me on the slideshow while I read the votes. With 10 rounds, it's pretty quick, so don't blink. And then at the end, we'll get the award winners on stage, and then we'll get the whole team up on the kind of area there. And we're going to take photos just over in front of the balloons for the winners. So once you get your award, over in front of the balloons for a photo there, and then we'll get a group photo at the end. Yeah, this is a exciting count, this one. I was lucky enough to coach this group of boys, and yeah, a big year of improvement, and keep out for the count. So how the votes work, for those of you who haven't done a best and fairest before, there are 3 sets that are done in each round, one by normally the coach, and then whether it's an assistant coach or a runner or another parent, so there's a maximum of 15 votes available for each player. Okay, cool. So my boys, round 1, New Norfolk, and we'll just kind of like hold the applause till the very end of the count. Cool. 1 vote, Ethan Connellan. 2 votes, Will Marquison. 3 votes, Henry Carr. 4 votes, Ocean Adams. 5 votes, Nate Dobson. So this is the second set for New Norfolk. Round 1, 1 vote, Ashton Devine. 2 votes, Ethan Connellan. 3 votes, Riley Brockman. 4 votes, Seth Tonks. 5 votes, Nate Dobson. And this is the third set for New Norfolk. 1 vote, Riley Brockman. 2 votes, Ethan Connellan. 3 votes, Henry Carr. 4 votes, Ocean Adams. 5 votes, Nate Dobson. So come away with 15 there, Nate. Round 2, Huonville. First set, 1 vote, Ocean Adams. 2 votes, Ethan Connellan. 3 votes, Callum Hickey. 4 votes, Henry Carr. 5 votes, Nate Dobson. 1 vote, Ocean Adams. 2 votes, Ethan Connellan. 3 votes, Callum Hickey. 4 votes, Henry Carr. 5 votes, Nate Dobson. Round 2, last set. 1 vote, Ocean Adams. 2 votes, Blake Maynard. 3 votes, Callum Hickey. 4 votes, Henry Carr. 5 votes, Nate Dobson. He's about to come up with a pretty bad hamstring tear here. Round 3, first set. 1 vote, Callum Hickey. 2 votes, Harry Chew. 3 votes, Will Markelson. 4 votes, Henry Carr. 5 votes, Ethan Connellan. Second set, Brighton, 1 vote, Declan Wilcox. 2 votes, Harrison Chew. 3 votes, Callum Hickey. 4 votes, Dante Michalowski. And 5 votes, Ethan Connellan. Last set of Brighton, 1 vote, Dante. 2 votes, Declan. 3 votes, Harry. 4 votes, Callum. 5 votes, Ethan. Round 4, Clarence, 1 vote, Ashton. 2 votes, Will. 3 votes, Riley. 4 votes, Caleb. And 5 votes, Dante. Second set, 1 vote, Riley. 2 votes, Ashton. 3 votes, Caleb. 4 votes, Briley. 5 votes, Dante. Last set against Clarence, 1 vote, Will. 2 votes, Harry. 3 votes, Henry. 4 votes, Dante. 5 votes, Ethan. Round 5 was our bye, and we should get into a leaderboard here. And so after 4 rounds of football, it's pretty close at the top. Nate had a ripping start to the year. He misses a few games coming up here. Ethan very consistent as well, and it's a good back end of the count here as we charge towards finals. So, round 6, Claremont, first set, 1 vote, Callum. 2 votes, Riley. 3 votes, Nate. 4 votes, Harry. 5 votes, Will. Second set, Claremont, 1 vote, Declan. 2 votes, Harry. 3 votes, Nate. 4 votes, Ethan. 5 votes, Will. Last set, Claremont, 1 vote, Riley. 2 votes, Caleb. 3 votes, Harry. 4 votes, Nate. 5 votes, Will. Clean sweep that one, Will. Round 7, Kingborough. 1 vote, Ocean. 2 votes, Caleb. 3 votes, Riley. 4 votes, Ethan. 5 votes, Nate. Maybe didn't miss that many games. 1 vote, Henry. 2 votes, Ethan. 3 votes, Riley. 4 votes, Nate. 5 votes, Caleb Whitney. Last set, 1 vote, Harry. 2 votes, Ethan. 3 votes, Jacob. 4 votes, Caleb Mod. And 5 votes, Caleb Whitney. Cool. I think we've got 3 rounds left. Sorry, my slideshow's just ticking over at a very slow speed. We won't have another leaderboard now until the very end of the count. Oh, we had a bye. I lied. We have another leaderboard. This is it. Round 8, we had a bye, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we had 2 byes quite close together. And going into the last little bit, this is where it stands for a big couple rounds here. Don't think I've missed a vote there. No, Kingston, Huonville, that's where we went. 1 vote, Ethan. 2 votes, Ashton. 3 votes, Riley. 4 votes, Callum. 5 votes, Seth. Huonville, second set. 1 vote, Lucas. 2 votes, Cody. 3 votes, Seth. 4 votes, Riley. 5 votes, Callum. Last set, Huonville. 1 vote, Cody. 2 votes, Lucas. 3 votes, Riley. 4 votes, Callum. 5 votes, Seth. It's our last round. We don't do votes for finals. So we've got 1 vote to Lucas, 2 votes to Ocean, 3 votes to Callum, 4 votes to Ethan, 5 votes to Nate. 1 vote Dante, 2 votes Harry, 3 votes Callum, 4 votes Ethan, 5 votes Nate. Alrighty. 1 vote Dante, 2 votes Blake, 3 votes Callum, 4 votes Ethan, and 5 votes Nate. Alrighty, I'm going to pop up on the stage now. If Tay wants to jump in on this slide as well. So, the runner-up for our count this year, Tay Q spacebar on Mac, is Ethan. Congratulations. While Ethan's coming up, I'll give him a little spiel. Just a real kind of dedicated character. If you hit space again, Tay, you'll even get a little photo of him. Aha. Yeah, real dedicated character. And yeah, for a second-year football player, really come leaps and bounds. So, super proud of you, mate. And yeah, congratulations. And that leaves our winner up with a few very hefty 15-vote performances and a few real standout games as Nate Dobson. Yeah, Nate's a ripper. First year of club footy and just played a variety of different roles, whether that was forward, back, mid, and just a real kind of like work rate player, which I really admire. So congratulations, buddy. Alrighty, I've got a couple more awards to give out, Tay. So, yeah, Q spacebar. One more, you get a little photo of him. Nice touch. So my next award, Tay, if you just click once on the space, we'll go to the most... Oh no, we've got a leaderboard first. So Nate ran away by 14 votes over Ethan with 50, Callum, Riley, Henry. Yeah, pretty competitive there through the middle, and I think that speaks a lot to the general improvement across our group as a whole. So Tay, if you can flick me to the next one, please. I've got my most consistent to give out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so my most consistent this year, I've got very high standards for who he is as a player, just because I know how talented he is. So I think as much as he could realistically being the best every week, we've got high standards for who he is as a player, and I think this year he was pretty consistent in meeting those throughout the year. So my most consistent this year goes to Taylor Q Spacebar. Callum, well done, mate. Congrats, mate. That's ripping. Tay, next one. I think I'm doing most improved. Yes, I am. My most improved this year. Super tricky. Me, Tim, and Jed had some real debates over this one. Kind of grading it on improvement in terms of their work rate and in their performances in games, and just in terms of their dedication to our team more generally. And yeah, super talented, and just the more footy they get under their belt, the better they're going to be. So my most improved this year goes to Seth Tonks. Alrighty, and my last one is Coach's Award, which is picked by mainly me, but a bit of Jed and Tim influence as well. Real kind of like just the epitome of what I want from our team, which is hard to get across the group. And yeah, just someone that I really value having in our team. And it's not going to his dad, it's going to go to the man himself, Harry Chu. Alrighty. Tim, Jed, you're up to help me do the penance. Yeah, come on. So I've got pennants to give out, and then we might get all the boys up there in front of the balloons for a bit of a photo, and then that pretty much concludes the under 13 boys count. 10 rounds is pretty quick. But yeah, big thanks before we give these out to Tim and Jed for being involved throughout the year. Steve doing his goal umpiring slash sabotaging of our wins. Sam involved as well, and just all the parents that helped me out with lifts and whatnot. It's just really helpful because I really want to see all these boys at footy. When we get them there, it's really good to see. So boys, I'll call you up one by one. Grab a pennant. I've given photos out already, haven't I? Good on me. So yeah, come up, grab your pennant, then head over there, and then we'll get a bit of a group photo, and that'll about do us. These boys knows that I'm already kind of doing some things, getting them ready for next year, and it won't be long until we're getting that happening. Alrighty, can I grab one of them just for name? So yeah, if you just come up one at a time, we'll save our applause to the end. Pennant over there, photo. All right, first up, Will. Oh, Dante. Lucas. Riley. Briley. Blake. Jacob. Caleb. Declan. Callum. Nate. Ethan. Harry. Cody. Henry. And Seth and Riley, Ocean and Ashton are apologies tonight. Congratulations, boys. I absolutely love coaching you fellas, so much so that I might even give up my other teams next year just to focus on you guys. Pretty keen, love your work this year, and like to go from a team that had won no games last year to one game off a grand final this year is something that I'm pretty proud to be a part of, and I can't wait to see you keep smashing it into next year and beyond. So get a bit of a group round of applause for these ripping under 13 boys. And Linda will just grab a pic. Under 13 girls, you've seen how this works now. Great. Under 13 boys, we'll have like a 2-minute, like very quick break, and you can decide whether or not you want to stay for the 13 girls count or then head out, and you're most welcome to do either of those. Completely up to you. It'll be a nice quick count though if you want to stay and give the girls some atmosphere. Thanks guys. All right, under 13 girls, strap yourselves in because this is a ripper. I'm going to read the votes from down here, but Tay, if you want to go and get yourself ready up there with all your, because as you see these counts just go like this really. It's the first time we've ever done a count not with our whole club here, so it's got a little bit of a funny feeling, but I like how kind of a little bit more intimate, you know, get to have a bit of a chat. Under 13 girls, Taylor will do a bit of a review for you, but yeah, strap yourself in. This is a ripper, this one. So yeah, exact same as the boys, and whether it was me or Taylor or any of the other parents doing sets of votes, this is how it landed. Round 1, North Hobart, first set. 1 vote, I'm going to give up on the last names as well because it's really cutting in. 1 vote, Holly. 2 votes, Ava. 3 votes, Caitlin. 4 votes, Lily. 5 votes, Brooklyn. Second set, 1 vote, Kels. 2 votes, Shelby. 3 votes, Shyla. 4 votes, Lily. 5 votes, Holly. Third set, 1 vote, Ave. 2 votes, Brooklyn. 3 votes, Caitlin. 4 votes, Holly. 5 votes, Keish. Here you go, mate. The Keish show. Round 2. 1 vote, Caitlin. 3 votes, Lily. 3 votes, Ava. 4 votes, Shelbs. 5 votes, the Keish train. Second set, 1 vote Shyla, 2 votes Caitlin, 3 votes Lily, 4 votes Keish, 5 votes Brooklyn. Third set against Claremont, 1 vote Caitlin, 2 votes Shelbs, 3 votes Lily, 4 votes Brooklyn, 5 votes Keish. Look at you go. Round 3 was the bye. No votes there. I hope none come up. Oh, we'll just tick through. The tension's palpable, isn't it? I think with this one there was just the one leaderboard, so you might have to wait in suspense a little bit more, girls, than what you did in the boys' count. Here we go. Round 4, the Suns. 1 vote Maddie, 2 votes Ave, 3 votes Lily, 4 votes Caitlin, 5 votes Brooklyn. 1 vote Brooklyn, 2 votes Caitlin, 3 votes Brookdale, 4 votes Holly, 5 votes Ava. This is a good diverse count, girls. Oh, Maddie, you've come up with the 3. Oh, I'm wrong order. 1 vote Holly, 2 votes Shelbs, 3 votes Maddie, 4 votes Caitlin, 5 votes Brooklyn. Blame my formatting for that one. Round 5, Kingborough down at the Twin Ovals, if I'm correct. It's done it again. 3 votes Keish, 1 vote Holly, 2 votes Caitlin, 4 votes Maddie, 5 votes Brooklyn. It might happen again. Do you reckon? 3 votes Caitlin, 1 vote Kelsey, 2 votes Holly, 4 votes Brooklyn, 5 votes Maddie. This is what I get for doing the slides last Saturday night. Round 5, Kingborough. Do you reckon we'll do 3 again? Yeah. Maddie, 3, 1 Alani, 2 Keish, 4 Brooke, 5 Shyla. Round 6, North Hobart. Let's hope it goes to the 1s. Nah, we're sticking with 3s. 3's Ava, 1 Holly, 2 Maddie, 4 Brooklyn, 5 Kelsey. It's changing it up a little bit, isn't it? It's like, who's going to pop up next? 3 votes Caitlin, 1 Kels, 2 Lily, 4 Brooklyn, 5 Holly. So many spellings of your name, Holly. I can never get it. I-E-Y. 3 Shelbs, 1 Kels, 2 Brooklyn, 4 Holly, 5 Ava. Claremont, round 7 here. 3 Shyla, 1 Maddie, 2 Holly, 4 Lily, 5 Ava. Here you come, Ava. 3 Keish, you back. 1 Lily, 2 Kels, 4 Ava, 5 Holly. Quite like the different order. What do you reckon, Dale? 3 Lily, 1 Maddie, 2 Keish, 4 Holly, 5 Ava. You were charging that game, my friend. Round 8 was the bye. I'll just tap through here. I think we should have a leaderboard here. There you go, girls. A leaderboard after our games played so far. Brookie is up top with 46, and Holly and Ava and Caitlin and Keish and Lily. It's pretty tight there under there. So keep yourselves locked in for a big 2. I think it's 2 games left we got here. Wonder will it go back to 1 vote? Let's see. Oh, winning. 1 vote Caitlin, 2 votes Brooklyn, 4 votes Keish, 4 votes Kels, 5 votes Holly with a Y. Second set. 1 vote Kels, 2 Holly, 3 Keish, 4 Caitlin, 5 Ava. 1 Caitlin, 2 Keish, 3 Holly, 4 Maddie, 5 Brooklyn. So our top 3 there taking 5 votes home each. And we're all set here for I think this was our final round. Am I right, girls? It's the last game we played before finals. Here we go. 1 vote Kels, 2 Holly, 3 Ava, 4 Caitlin, 5 Brooklyn. That's a clutch one. 1 Holly, 2 Maddie, 3 Brooklyn, 4 Ava, 5 Caitlin. Last set of votes here. 1 Maddie, 2 Holly, 3 Caitlin, 4 Brooklyn, and 5 Ava. Have you girls been counting those last 2 rounds? Wowzers. I reckon Keisha's come from behind here. Runner-up for the under-13 girls, and then Tay, if you get your mic going, a bit of a rundown on some of these players. The runner-up for the under-13 girls this year is Holly.
Is this one on? Yes, it is. Big congratulations to Holly. She's had a great year. She's played a stellar season. She's also filled in for Brooker with the under-15 girls as well, which is a great example of her ability. She can definitely step up to when it's required, and she has certainly showed that this year. So well done, darling. You deserve it. Here you go.
And Tay, that can only leave one winner. The winner for the best and fairest this year goes to...
Can we get a drum roll?
Oh, sorry, I overdid it. Brooklyn!
Well done, Brookie. Come from behind. No, she didn't. No, Brooke has also had a great season, super consistent, also played up with 15s as well. We've got big plans for Brooke coming this year, so well done. I would like to ask my beautiful team managers, Belinda and Darlene, to come to the stage to help me to present some more awards.
Just while that's happening, girls, there's the final leaderboard up on the screen after your game this year. So first up, Tay, you're most consistent.
So most consistent this year is one of our lovely girls. She almost looks like twins with her little best friend on the team. It's lovely. She has been great this year. I'm really proud of how far she's come. I have had to battle with netball all year, but I'm really grateful for the effort that she's put in with football. So that is Ava.
Next one, Tay, most improved.
Okay, most improved. I'm really excited about this one. This is another one that I've had to battle with netball this year, but this is her debut year in netball, and she has just flourished with her sports and her personality, and she's growing so much. And I'm so excited to see how far she's going to come with Glenorchy, and that is my little Brooke there.
And next one, Tay, the series of many of our debates.
Okay, last one, so Coach's Award. This one is a personal favourite award. I just think it's really nice to honour somebody who's put in a lot of effort in the games, in their demeanour, in their ability, in their effort with me and with the other players, and just an all-round great player. And I'm really proud to have her on my team, and that is Lily. I do have one more to present, which is a special award for a special amount of goals kicked this year. I don't think it comes to a surprise to many that we do have the golden boot for Brooklyn Jones. Now I would like to ask all the girls to come up one at a time. We'll present your pennants. We'll start at the front. Maddie, do you want to come up? Ava and Katie. Brooklyn. Shyla. Alani. Lily. Kelsey. Shelb. Smile, Holly. Come on. Keish. And Brooke. Now, while the girls are getting photos, I'd like to take this opportunity to present my two beautiful team managers with their awards. and that one's for you. Thank you so much for your help this year. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you. And the boys, what could we do without you?
Alrighty, thank you, girls. We now have we have about 10 minutes until our next session rolls in. So parents, if we could, we've got to do a bit of a, I guess, changeover just due to the COVID restrictions. So I would love, what Linda might do is head out to the foyer. And if anyone's keen to get some photos out in the foyer, you're most welcome to head out there and get those done. And then thanks so much for joining us, and you'll hear myself and Tay pretty soon on when footy's getting back to bang. So thanks for coming along, parents, players, and thanks for a fantastic year. Thank you. Alrighty, guys, we'll get ready to make a start. All right, thanks for coming along. This is our second session tonight of our Youth Best and Fairest evening. We're currently live on Duff TV for all those watching at home. Thanks for tuning in. And for all those here in attendance, good to have you here. Yeah, and thanks for coming along. It's been really good. A good night so far. Had a couple of really good counts earlier this evening, and they'll all be available for you to watch them on a live stream back on the Facebook page. So isn't that just fantastic? We did a bit of a welcome at the start of the night and a bit of an acknowledgement of country, so we won't do those again, but we'll get straight pretty much in about 1 minute stuck into the votes. Under 15 girls, you'll be up first, followed by the boys. Yeah, there you go. For those of you who haven't done a Best and Fairest before, boys and girls, there are 3 sets of votes for each game, and the maximum you can come away with is 15 votes. Cool. So I'm going to head over there and read our votes out. And best of luck to you all. Alrighty, under 15 girls. Round 1, I'm pretty sure you had the bye, so there won't be any votes floating around there, unfortunately. But we are straight into it here. Round 2, Sandy Bay. I might persist with last names for a little bit, and then I might get tired. 1 vote, Shelby Lincoln. 2 votes, Ella Wagner. 3 votes, Lucy Hollingsworth. 4 votes, Kate Preshaw. 5 votes, Michaela Booth. Second set against Sandy Bay, 1 vote Ella Wagner, 2 votes Kate Preshaw, 3 votes Kesha Horton, 4 votes Hayley Browning, 5 votes Michaela Booth. Last set, Sandy Bay, 1 vote Hallie Whitehead, 2 votes Rihanna Davis, 3 votes Hayley Browning, 4 votes Michaela Booth, 5 votes Kate Preshaw. Okay, I've given up on the last names now, I reckon. You girls all know your names. Round 3, North Hobart. 1 vote Michaela, 2 votes Dakota, 3 votes Ella, 4 votes Hallie, 5 votes Rihanna. 1 vote Nikisha, 2 votes Michaela, 3 votes Hallie, 4 votes Rihanna, 5 votes Ella. And last set for North Hobart, 1 vote Lucy, 2 votes Michaela, 3 votes Ella, 4 votes Hayley, 5 votes Rihanna. Round 4, South East Suns. 1 vote Rihanna, 2 votes Michaela, 3 votes Gypsy, 4 votes Lucy, 5 votes Brooke. Suns, 1 vote Michaela, 2 votes Rihanna, 3 votes Brooke, 4 votes Hayley, 5 votes Ella. All right, the last set here for the Southeast. 1 vote Gypsy, 2 votes Dakota, 3 votes Nikisha, 4 votes Hayley, 5 votes Brooke. Round 5, Sandy Bay. 1 vote Rihanna, 2 votes Michaela, 3 votes Hayley, 4 votes Ella, 5 votes Hallie. Sandy Bay, 1 vote Dakota, 2 votes Ella, 3 votes Rihanna, 4 votes Hallie, and 5 votes to Hayley. 1 vote Dakota, 2 votes Michaela, 3 votes Ella, 4 votes Hallie, 5 votes Hayley. And we have a leaderboard here after the rounds played so far. Nice and close up the top. Few likely characters hanging around there with Hayley and Ella, and a big back half of the year coming for those girls under. Round 6, Ewanville. 1 vote Rihanna, 2 votes Hallie, 3 votes Ella, 4 votes Michaela, 5 votes Hayley. 1 vote Rihanna, 2 votes Hallie, 3 votes Shelby, 4 votes Ella, and 5 votes to Hayley. Round 6, last set against Ewanville. 1 vote to Hallie, 2 votes to Ella, 3 votes to Shelby, 4 votes to Hayley, and 5 votes to Michaela. Lauderdale, round 7, first set. 1 vote Rihanna, 2 votes Michaela, 3 votes Ella, 4 votes Hallie, 5 votes Lucy. 1 vote Dakota, 2 votes Ella, 3 votes Hayley, 4 votes Hallie, 5 votes Lucy. Last set against Lauderdale. 1 vote Ella, 2 votes Rihanna, 3 votes Dakota, 4 votes Hallie, 5 votes Lucy. Congratulations on a 15 set there, Lucy. They are hard to come by. Round 8, Kingborough. 1 vote Rihanna, 2 votes Hallie, 3 votes Michaela, 4 votes Hayley, 5 votes Dakota. Kingborough, 1 vote Kate, 2 votes Ella, 3 votes Hayley, 4 votes Michaela, 5 votes Dakota. Round 8, last set. 1 vote Michaela, 2 votes Taniqua, 3 votes Hayley, 4 votes Kate, and clean sweep, 5 votes Dakota. Congratulations. Round 9, Claremont. We've got 1 vote to Ella, 2 Michaela, 3 Dakota, 4 Hallie, and 5 Rihanna. We've got 1 vote Michaela, 2 votes Hallie, 3 votes Ella, 4 votes Dakota, 5 votes Rihanna. Love these. 1 vote Hayley, 2 votes Michaela, 3 votes Hallie, 4 Rihanna, just short of that clean sweep. 5 votes Dakota, pipping you by 1. That was our last round, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was. Wild. So, the runner-up for the count this year, I'll just call Brooker to the stage if he's not already up there. Just so Brooker can give him a bit of a rundown of his players and his award winners. And girls, just so once you get your award off Brooker, just head over in front of the balloons there and get your photo taken and then head back to the table. So I'll hand over to you. I'll hand up to you first. The runner-up is, and I'll let Brooker have a few comments about her, is Michaela.
Righto, everyone on our team knows, obviously, and everyone around the club knows who Michaela is. She's had a pretty good year, especially playing on the wing. She leaves it all out in the field. She gets in, has a go, and not only has she won runner-up this year, she's actually come equal first in the association goal king, so she had a pretty solid season. So well done, Michaela.
All right, Brooker, and now your the winner of your best and fairest count is Hayley Browning.
Rightio, so not much has changed with Hayley from last year. She turns up week in, week out, never misses training, leads the girls brilliantly, and you couldn't ask a better person to captain the side. So I'm sure we're going to hear the Browning name in football for many of years to come. So well done, Hayley.
And there's your leaderboard, girls. Just for the Hallie out by 10. Ella, Hallie, so close, so far to that elusive second spot. We will now, Brooker, I've got your most consistent.
Right, most consistent. Last year I didn't even know who this girl was. Heard that she was pretty good at basketball. Didn't really believe it, but no, we got her along to training, and she only had to spend probably 10 minutes with her on a kicking, and from there on she picked it all up herself and she improved at herself. So well done to Lucy Hollingsworth. Oh, sorry. Whoops. I done the
Yeah, that was you. But yeah, no, you went well. No, that was. Well, why don't you talk a little bit about Hallie?
Right. She also played basketball. Sorry, that's
close.
So, no, Hallie turns up week in, week out and does the same things as Hayley. Leaves it all out in the field. Has a red hot dip. She's had a pretty solid season. So well done, Hallie.
Well done, Hallie. Girls, you want to hope your team photo is good because they're the ones I've used. A bit of spoiler here, Brooker. Do you want to talk about her again? Or?
No, I think we know who it is. Lucy Hollingsworth, the most improved.
And just lastly, Brooker, your Coach's Award.
Coach's Award this year goes to someone that turns up, gives her best week in, week out, does all the team things. I never hear anything from her at all. Might have taken her 2 years to kick her first goal, but she finally got there in the end. So, Brookie Forden.
Next up, Brooker, we've got a 50-game presentation to make, which is our first. The badges are just down there, Taylor. It's the first 50-gamer we've ever had at our club from the junior youth girls division. Do you want to say a few words about her as a player, Brooker?
Make sure I get this right this time. Everyone knows Ella's been around football for the last 3 or 4 years. She's a very good player. She's going to go places in sport, so well done, Ella. It's a very good, big achievement.
And just one I haven't put in the slides here, Brooker, but we've got a little one for, your mate.
Right, Golden Boot this year, like I said before, obviously goes to Michaela Booth. She's kicked, I think it was 16 goals in the end, and probably 204 points. But no one can count. But anyway, Michaela Booth had a pretty solid season from the wing, kicking all the goals. Well done. Right, night this year for team managers also get one too. So without the team managers, obviously, they do a lot of work behind the scenes along with the club, Joel and Kelly, everyone else, and just makes my job a whole lot easier. Not having to worry about the little things that pop up, especially in a girls' team. There's a fair few. So to Joe Fisher and to Julia Whitehead, we thank you very much and appreciate it. Yes, but yes.
All right, that's it for 15s, but on behalf of the club and on behalf of the lovely 15 girls, I would like to present Brooker with his Coaches Award for this year. He's done an excellent job with a great team. So a big round of applause for Brooker, everyone.
Girls, Tay and Brooker are just going to give out your pennants now, and then if you could all just pop over to in front of the balloons for a team photo, that will conclude your count. So Tay and Brooker will just hand those out and then head over for your group photo. The tension is palpable for the pennant presentation. And as the viewers at home will be able to see them under that tablecloth, digging out the pennants.
Found them. All right, we'll start from the top. Lucy Hollingsworth. Lovely Hallie. Hayley Browning. Big TP, Taniqua Ponting. Brooke Thornton. Jamie Grimsey. Brianna Davis. Shelby Lincoln. None other than Brooker herself. Chelsea Smith. Kate Preshaw. Gypsy Udding. Wags Jr., Ella Wagner. Leah Pryor. And Michaela Booth.
All right, girls, we're going to move on to the 15 boys count. It'd be great if you want to stick around for the next 15 minutes and watch that one, or if you need to really duck off. We'll have a short 1 minute kind of switch over time in case any girls need to leave or anyone wants to grab a drink before the next count. And if you'd like some photos out in the foyer, our lovely photographer will be out there. Linda, our lovely photographer, will head out there. Alrighty, good crossover. We are ready to go with the under 15 boys count once I get my Duff TV man here, ready to go. You do? Don't get caught talking to Lance. Lance Rowbottom, if you could stop interrupting our count, we're ready to go now. Under 15 boys, best and fairest count in a premiership year is always a ripper. So strap yourself in here. Let's hope I got the slides right. Okay, here we go. Round 1, Lindisfarne. Let's hope these votes come up in the right order. Earlier tonight they were just coming up every which way. 1 vote, Blake Belbin. 2 votes, Lincoln. 3 votes, Brody. 4 votes, Indy. 5 votes, Zach. 1 vote, Lucas. 2 votes, Isaac. 3 votes, Blake. 4 votes, Isaiah. 5 votes, Zach. 1 vote, Indy. 2 votes, Blake. 3 votes, Brody. 4 votes, Isaiah. And clean sweeping, 5 votes, Zach. Round 2, New Norfolk Vibes. 1 vote, Brody. 2 votes, Isaac. 3 votes, Isaiah. 4 votes, Josh. And 5 votes, Blake Belbin. 1 vote, Brody. 2 votes, Josh Taylor. 3 votes, Isaac. 4 votes, Isaiah. 5 votes, Blake Belbin. Last set, New Norfolk. 1 vote, Waylon. 2 votes, Isaiah. 3 votes, Josh Taylor. 4 votes, Brody. 5 votes, Blake Belbin. 2 clean sweeps to start our count here. Round 3, Huonville. 1 vote, Blake Belbin. 2 votes, Isaac. 3 votes, Zach. 4 votes, Matt. 5 votes, Brody. 1 vote, Blake. 2 votes, Waylon. 3 votes, Isaac. 4 votes, Matthew. 5 votes, Brody. 1 vote, Josh. 2 votes, Blake. 3 votes, Waylon. 4 votes, Matt. 5 votes, Brody. We are clean sweeping here. Give the vote card to someone else here, I reckon, Deeks. Round 4, Lindisfarne. 1 vote, Waylon. 2 votes, Matt Bowcom. 3 votes, Brody Laycock. 4 votes, Blake Belbin. 5 votes, Shay Arnold. 1 vote, Cole Connors. 2 votes, George Kilpatrick. 3 votes, Memphis Stacey. 4 votes, Josh Taylor. 5 votes, Shay Arnold. Say it ain't so, we're not going clean again. 1 vote, Indy. 2 votes, Isaac. 3 votes, Matt. 4 votes, Blake. 5 votes, Brody. That's stiff, Shay. These are our votes after the rounds played thus far. All right. Valley of Love stuff here. 1 vote, Zayden. 2 votes, Indy. 3 votes, Brody. 4 votes, Isaiah. And 5 votes, Zach. 1 vote, Shay. 2 votes, Josh. 3 votes, Isaac. 4 votes, Zach. 5 votes, Brody. We are duking up here. 1 vote, Isaac. 2 votes, Zayden. 3 votes, Isaiah. 4 votes, Brody. 5 votes, Zach. Round 6, the Southern Love. 1 vote, Zach Maynard. 2 votes, Josh Taylor. 3 votes, Cole Connors. 4 votes, Isaiah Conrad. 5 votes, Shay Arnold. 1 vote, George Kilpatrick. 2 votes, Josh Taylor. 3 votes, Kyle Connors. 4 votes, Shay Arnold. And 5 votes, Isaiah Conrad. 1 vote, Kane Edge. 2 votes, George Kilpatrick. 3 votes, Shay Arnold. 4 votes, Kyle Connors. 5 votes, Josh Taylor. Lindisfarne, 1 vote, George Kilpatrick. 2 votes, Indy Woolley. 4 votes, Shay Arnold. 4 votes, Zach Maynard. 5 votes, Isaiah Conrad. 1 vote, Indy Woolley. 2 votes, Lincoln. 3 votes, Shay. 4 votes, Zach. 5 votes, Isaiah. 1 vote Shay, 2 votes Matthew, 3 votes Shay, 4 votes Zach, 5 votes Isaiah. Clean sweeping. This is our leaderboard heading into the last, must be only 2 rounds left here, I reckon, Sal, or 1 round. Goodness gracious me, here we go. Strap yourselves in, Reg. Kyne's going to come late here. 1 vote, Waylon. 2 votes, Kyne, I told ya. 3 votes, Lincoln. 4 votes, Aston. 5 votes, Memphis. 1 vote, Blake. 2 votes, Zach. 3 votes, Isaiah. 4 votes, Kyle. 5 votes, Shay. Real diverse round here. 1 vote, Brodie Laycock. 2 votes, Matt. 3 votes, Josh. 4 votes, Indy. 5 votes, Kane. Huonville. 1 vote, Kane. 2 votes, Isaiah. 3 votes, Brodie. 4 votes, Josh Taylor. 5 votes, Matt Bowcom. I think this was a bit of a clinic, this one. 1 vote, Kane Edge. 2 votes, Isaiah. 3 votes, Brodie. 4 votes, Josh Taylor. And back pocket plumber. 5 votes. 1 vote, Kane Edge. 2 votes, Zach Maynard. 3, Isaiah. 4 votes, Memphis. 5, Matt Bowcom. Not many back pockets take out a clean sweep. So that's a great achievement, mate. I'm now going to ask PK, Scotty, Deegs and Reg to head up there with Sally to do a bit of award presentation. That's a quick count, boys. Well done. Good footy. Look at these 4 stallions just make their way up to the stage. Wow. Look at them. Like a boy band. Really? Yeah, PK, you got your mic. Yeah, you're live, mate. So first up, you've got your runner-up. And as they're coming to the stage, I'll ask you to just say a few words about Brodie Laycock.
Brodie, obviously a very talented young player. I think probably what stands out to me was the way he stepped up on grand final day, had a huge impact and took on a very good player for the opposition on the biggest day of all, and a very deserving runner-up in Brodie Laycock.
And now PK, very... so, Broads, if you head over to the balloons now, mate, get your photo. I'm keen to... excited and just ecstatic to announce your best and fairest winner as Isaiah Conrad.
I look at Isaiah, he's a little bit of an unassuming star. I reckon the good thing about this under-15 team and the reason they won the premiership was that they have so many contributors. But I reckon every week and every training session, Isaiah turns up and produces a very similar level of play. He works hard every game. He gets a truckload of the footy. I feel like sometimes he goes a little unnoticed, but I'm pleased that your efforts this year have been rewarded. You had a sensational year, mate. Well done.
There's your leaderboard, boys, for the last little bit. Very, very close count up the top, so congrats on that. PK, I'll hand over to you for your most consistent who missed the team photo, so gets the banner.
I mean, this guy is a guy I think all the players love playing with. I know all of us as coaches love having him on the team because whenever the ball is there to be won, Blake Belbin goes to win it or to tackle or to halve the contest or whatever it might be. But Blake is the sort of guy you love on your team because he's consistent and he's reliable, and he was a really big part of a premiership team this year. Congratulations, Blake.
Up next, your most improved, PK.
Well, this guy is the most improved. He was already pretty good, but what he became this year was Mr. Dependable for us. He's a cross-country superstar, and you can see it out on the field. Never more so in the finals. We asked him to play some big roles for us on some big grounds. He didn't stop running the whole time. He was sensational in the finals. He had a great year all season, and that's Indy Woolley.
And up next, PK, the quarter of your coaches award. I don't know. Want to talk us through the process?
Well, the process was, I said earlier, like we had a whole bunch of contributors in this team, and that's why they won a premiership, but there were 3 really outstanding players. We've had 2 of them up here already in Brodie and Isaiah, who had sensational seasons, but Zach Maynard's season was every bit as good as those 2. He could easily have won the BNF just like those 2 did. He kicked 63 goals for the season. The next highest in the competition was 33, to give you an idea. He kicked 8 of our 18 goals in the final series. And, you know, for a guy who kicks that many goals, he's incredibly unselfish as well. He likes setting up his teammates. He worked hard up into the midfield all through the final series for us, and just a remarkable year. And so it was a very easy choice, Joel, for me to give Zach the Coaches Award.
Over to you for PK, which is one that isn't an every team thing, but really I think valuable in a premiership year to be able to do a player's player.
I reckon this is one of the most treasured awards of all, because it's the guy that your teammates most like playing with, the guy that they feel is the most dependable. Did anyone here watch the under-15s grand final? Most people did. There was a guy who was super dependable all day long, intercepting, but then at the moment of truth, when Huonville were about to kick the goal, I think to put them level, Superman, he dropped his cape, but he came running in and laid the big tackle to stop the goal and keep us in front. It was Josh Taylor.
And for our teams that were lucky enough to play 2 finals this year, PK, we've done a best in finals in lieu of the votes that they may have missed out on.
It was very kind of you, Joel.
I know, mate. Thank you.
Look, this was a very, very difficult choice, because I reckon we probably had 7 or 8 players who across our 2 finals were outstanding. And to give you an idea, I mean, I woke up the morning of that final and it was 23 degrees, and I lived down at Carlton River near the beach, and all I wanted to do was to go to the beach, to be honest, that day. But I was like, righty, I've got a semi-final to coach and get along there. And as I turned up, the energy and the passion from these guys who were playing in their first ever final, I really caught up in the moment. And after, you know, they rolled out there, they didn't just roll out in their first final. They won by about 11 goals, and they played a brand of footy across 4 quarters that just showed a real hardness and discipline and mental toughness that these guys didn't have back in February when they started training this year. And I remember Isaiah was walking off after the game. I don't think he thought anyone was watching, but he was walking off pumping his fist like this, going, he's so excited that they won a final. And then they rolled in the next week playing against Huonville, who they'd never beaten. And Huonville had really bullied them this year in the 3 games and won by 40 or more points each time. And such a huge test to come up against a team that's dominated you like that in a grand final and beat them. And so the performance of these guys on that day to hold on into the wind in the last quarter was just a sensational sign of their growth as young men. You know, it wasn't just about football talent. It was, you know, from a group of guys at the start of the year who, you know, probably were a little bit individual in the way they played their footy, to fast forward to the grand final where you wouldn't see a better team working together, showing great resilience and coming up with an unbelievable win. So it truly was a great team effort. That said, there was one guy in 2 finals who had countless intercept marks, got down the field and kicked goals, swung into the ruck. It was just unbelievable for us, and that's Kane Edge. Kane's not here tonight, so thankfully my speech was long enough there just to factor in time for him to walk up and back.
Thanks, PK. Ever reliable, mate. I've got this one for you, which is a bit of a no-brainer, but yeah. anything more to say?
I think I've already given this one away, but I mean, the first game I coached this guy, I think he kicked 13 goals. And Zach has the ability to kick goals that not many people do. You know, he'll be running away from goals to the boundary line and snap it around his body and put it through. And you look at like Gary Ablett Jr. obviously just retired. But there's only a few people like that who have the ability to actually do it with a Sharon, and Zach is very gifted. He then came up to under 16s the next week and kicked 3 goals, including the winning goal. So this is a guy with a real knack for putting the ball between the big sticks, and it's been great watching him play this year. Congratulations, Zach.
And now, PK, a couple of 50 and 100 games to give out. No need to bit of a spill, but if they're here, we've got their badges, and then I'll hand over to Sally, who wants to do a bit of a presentation. So 50 games.
Oh, the back pocket plumber, Matthew Belcom, and talk about Mr. Dependable. Come up, Matthew. He's a son of a gun, Matthew, and his old man was a super reliable defender too, I'm told, and it was great watching Matthew really grow into his role this year, and he was another one who was really dependable in the final. So congratulations, Matthew. And then, I've already spoken about Indy. Come up, Indy. Again, this is a guy, just been added into the Ben Brown Academy because his ability to run and work and his desire to work is something that's going to allow him to go to higher levels if he keeps striving and keeps working at it.
And 100 games now, PK, which is a massive achievement in our club.
There's Caden. I'm not sure if Caden's here, but he's a guy with a bit of a knack for kicking goals, and it's always enjoyable. He kicked a massive goal in the grand final for us in the third quarter, which, when you win by 4 points, they're all important, aren't they, Sally? And the other one is Zach Maynard. Congratulations, Zach.
So now that we're out of superlatives for Zach, we'll hand over to Sally, who wants to do a bit of a presentation to the coaches for their services during the year, and then we'll... hold on, I'll just go back. Yep. Sally, over to you, my friend.
Thank you very much, Joel. So this year we had a bit of a rocky start with having no coach, all the way to having a full coaching staff of 3.5. We want to say from me and the boys a massive thank you to Scott Taylor, if you'd like to come up here, Scotty, who really stepped up and helped on game day along with his coaches board and his enthusiastic attitude. Thanks, Scotty. The boys would also like to say a huge thanks to Reg Berry, who's been with this team from the beginning, and we could not have done this year or any other without you. Come on up, Reggie. And of course to PK, who told me at the beginning he would continue to check in on the boys throughout the year, and he would organise a coaching team for us. Well, that didn't quite work out, did it, PK? But you stepped up, and I know the boys really appreciate all the hard work you put in, not only on game day, but also in training as well. So come on up, PK. Thank you. We also give an honourable mention to the one and only James Deegan, who, when he did turn up, he really turned it up. Come on, Deegsy! last but not least, we always thank our beautiful runner who turns up every week and makes the pink top and any haircut he has look so good. Cheers, Dino. Come on.
And Sally, did you want to read out the pennants and get the coaches to present, or vice versa? Yeah, okay, we can do that. If one of the coaches would like to just call out the pennants for a bit of a team photo, Sally will present those and we'll be on our way. Take your pick, coaches.
Matthew Balcom. Matthew Balcom. George Kilpatrick. Memphis Stacey. Indy Woolley. Riley Brockman. Brodie Laycock. Isaac Croswell. Caden, not here. Caleb Whitney. Joshua Taylor. Isaiah Conrad. Lincoln Dawes. Waylon Jones. Zach Maynard. Kyle Connors. Blake Belbin. Shay Arnold. Kane Edge, Aston Vine, and Colin Berry.
Just while these guys are getting their photos done and the pennants, I could just ask everyone to stick around for the next 5 minutes. We've got two pretty special club awards to give out. It'd be great if we could have a bit of an audience to recognise those. So yeah, just stick around for an extra 5 and then we'll get you on your way. Sorry, 16s, 17s, we'll get you there. You got something else you want to do, Sally? Gotcha. And Sally's got a couple more, one more thing that she would like to present. Sally, over to you.
Thanks again, Joel. As everyone knows, we did win the premiership this year. There was 2 people that stepped up from the team below us to come up. One of them already has his hat and his pendant from the game. The other one that we couldn't have done it without was Riley Brockman. So Riley, pop up here and grab your pendant and your hat.
All right, I'd now like to call, I have been, everyone except for Kelly has been shrouded in secrecy over these next 2 awards, including me who does the slideshows. So this has been an absolute nightmare this week, trying to get Kelly to tell me who won without telling me. I'd like to invite Kelly, Lance Rowbottom, Narelle Green and Jack Males to the stage to present our 2 Ken Silver awards, the first of which being the Ken Silver Magpie Spirit Award. And we've just got some photos coming up of the great man while we wait in anticipation.
To start off with, Ken Silver Award. This year's winners are Josh Taylor.
Fantastic.
Josh started with Glenorchy from under 9s and always has been a true black and white magpie. He's always put his hand up to give a helping hand, and even more this year. Josh helped out be the runner for the TSL teams at Glenorchy, and Rain Haller Shine was always here and gave his dedication. Josh, along with his dad, helped set up the annual fundraising event of the Kickathon in the pouring cold rain and help it be a success. He's a true magpie, and his willingness to help out whenever needed is awesome, and Ken would be proud. Congratulations to Josh.
Yeah, it's been a tough year due to COVID and all that, and we've recovered well from it. At least we had a few games this year, and the club's been real good, and yeah.
Well done, Josh.
As Joel was saying, we've been really secretive with the main winner, which is the Ken Silver Perpetual Award. Every year Joel helps out tirelessly doing all our awards, the sideshows, and normally Joel would do the announcing. So this time, for something different, we've kept Joel in the dark because he has to know everything about this club, and if he doesn't know, he makes it up. So we told him nothing. So this year we're doing something completely different, and Narelle Green, the winner of last year's, is going to do the announcement. Narelle?
Thank you, Kelly. And yep, you can sit back over there, Joel. I'm sure you're chapping at the bit to get up here. I would like to say that I was honoured to have received this award last year. I don't think I think you would all know the impact that Ken had on the club and the impact that it had when Ken left us. And I think this award is a really special award. It was certainly a beautiful surprise to me to have received it, as it is a much honour for me to present it to this year's winner. So the person that this goes to this year has been involved with the club for the past 8 years in a heap of official roles, but that doesn't even touch the surface for all the extra time that he or she puts into the club to make the football experience for all our players, supporters and volunteers fun and enjoyable. This person's organised, driven, supportive and always willing to assist, put his 2 bits in if needed. His passion for the game and the club is admirable, and he's become a leader in so many ways. This person has an amazing way with words, which is why it was a little bit daunting for me to have to get up here and actually put credit to what he does. There's probably so many more things that I'm not going to get to, but I'm going to ask Joel Berry to come up because by now he must know that he is the winner of this award, and then I'll talk a bit more about it. All right, you're not getting back yet. So, just because Joel's done so much, Kelly had to ask him to send a little bit of a summary through because we couldn't keep up with everything he'd done, telling him it was for his life membership, which is, I don't think, happening, but anyway. So, 2013, he was the under-assistant coach of the under-15 boys and a committee member. 2014, coach of the under-12 boys and a committee member. 2015, coach of the under-13 boys and vice president, VP. 2016, coach of Auskick, vice president. 2017, coach Auskick, vice president. 2018, coaching the under-13 girls, Auskick, Falls and NAB Academy, JDO and VP. 2019, coach of the under-11 and under-12 boys, assistant coach of the under-14 Magpies, Falls NAB Academy, Auskick, VP and JDO. And lastly but not least, 2020, coach of the under-9 girls, under-13 boys, assistant coach of the under-13 and under-17 girls, Auskick, JDO and vice president. On top of all that, over the years, he has ran all of the junior social media channels and the website. And to be honest with you, I'm on all of those pages, and Joel's posts each week, I'm sure the parents would appreciate the feedback he gives. He just knows so much, he cares so much about all the players, and even though I'm not there, I find it inspirational to read. He updates our social media page for the juniors. You've only got to ask him to put something on the seniors page. He's got his pie in that as well, and he's happy to help PK with that sort of stuff. He's been a league delegate. He's been the girls football coordinator. He's delivered all of our school clinics, which has been amazing for our junior development. And he has acquired the Good Sports accreditation for the club. So in summary, there's not much more I can say. You would all know Joel. You would have all heard Joel. You'll hear him again in a minute. He's worked tirelessly for the club for the last 8 years in so many roles, and you wouldn't even know the back end stuff, turning up to sort out equipment with Kelly, you know, who was the first winner of this award, and the two of them together, we wouldn't have a club without them. So there's not much more I can say, but thank you so much, Joel. Your time's not over. There's plenty more years left in you, and we love you. Your life membership, we don't need it now.
I was lucky enough to have Ken Silver as my team manager for 12 years. And I know the old fellow would be very, very chuffed upstairs with the 3 names on this award, and extremely proud tonight. Nearly as proud as you would have been when we won the premiership a couple of weeks ago. On you, Jolie.
How good. You get to hear me talk again. I was, when I came in 2013, Ken was my little saviour. I was 17 and I wanted to take over the club. Ken kind of would slap me and tell me that not to be an idiot and all that kind of jazz. So that was really good to get that learning from him straight up. From there I just went absolutely loco by the looks of it and just said I'll jump in on all of that. So I love it though. I love being here at the club. I love all the people. I love getting to work with you guys each week, footy-wise, off-field, on the field. I'm pretty unhappy with the photo Kelly chose for my thing, which is a footy card from under 10s, my much better days, and then a photo of me doing what I do on a Sunday on my birthday this year, being the runner for my team. I love it. I love being here and I love all the people, and it's a big honour because I have a lot of love and respect for Ken, and I do miss him dearly, as we all do, and I'm so glad that I could do something in his honour and his legacy. So thanks so much. I really appreciate it. have any idea. When Kelly refused to tell me stuff, I probably got rid of it. I'm not very Alrighty, let's make a start, eh? I'm expecting just complete silence here, I reckon. You guys are just going to listen fantastically. All right, so we've got 2 counts left tonight. We've got our Premiership Under-17 girls count, good on yous, and then our Under-16 boys count at the end. Welcome to the third session. Thanks for being so understanding of our COVID restrictions and people, maximum people being allowed in the room and whatnot, and working this out with the sessions. With 10 rounds, the counts go pretty quickly. So strap in, keep an eye on it, and yeah, we'll get going with me and Taylor doing the votes. If I could get just some quiet while I read the votes. Laura, you right to control them girls on that table? Cool. To get rid of the dulcet tones of me, Taylor is going to join me for a round here. I start doing last names, but I give up about 1 round in because you've got long names, girls. Very long. Round 1, bye. Wowzers. The season was looking up at this point. I actually was involved with this team, so we can have a bit of a chat, you know. Round 2, New Norfolk. 1 vote, Nikisha Grimsey. 2 votes, Frankie Stringer. 3 votes, Hayley Evans. 4 votes, Shani James. 5 votes, Hayley James. 1 vote, Talia Drake. 2 votes, Frankie Stringer. 3 votes, Jazz Bartels. 4 votes, Zoe Woolley. 5 votes, Hayley James. New Norfolk, 1 vote, Georgia Holmes. Talia Drake, 2 votes. 3 votes, Shani James. 4 votes, Hayley Evans. 5 votes, Hayley James. And we will see you later on in the year, New Norfolk. If there's any errors on the slideshow also, I'll wear all of those. Taylor, over to you for round 3, South East Sun.
Oh, not like you to make mistakes, Joel. What a round we have with South East Sun. So 1 vote going to Taya Henricks, 2 to Hayley Evans, 3 to Nikisha Grimsey, 4 to Hayley James, and 5 to Talia Drake. And 1 to Hayley James, 2 to Georgie, 3 to Amelia Goldsmith, 4 to Frankie, and 5 to Talia again. 1 vote for Amelia, 2 for Georgia, 3 for Tana, 4 for Talia, and we had 5 for Frankie.
Woo! Let's get on the Frankie train here. Let's ride it home. Okay, round 4, Channel, as the chemistry goes up over here. 1 vote, Frankie, choo-choo. 2 votes, Nikisha. 3 votes, Tana. 4 votes, Hayley James. 5 votes, Talia Drake. 1 vote, Keish Grimsey. 2 votes, Georgia Holmes. 3 votes, Jazz B. 4 votes, Talia Drake. 5 votes, Hayley James. We are duking up here. 1 vote, Jay Holmes. 2 votes, Frankie Stringer. 3 votes, Tana. 4 votes, Hayley. And 5 votes, Talia. All right, Taylor, we're heading... Oh, wowzers, wasn't this a day?
Wasn't it a day indeed? 1 vote going to Kaisha Nelson, 2 to Maddie Reeve, 3 to Talia Drake, 4 to our very own Beakley medalist, Hayley James, and 5 to Zoe Woolley. 1 vote for Frankie, 2 for Maddie, 3 for Zoe, 4 for Hayley James, and 5 for Talia. 1 for Keisha, 2 for Tana, 3 votes for Hayley James, 4 votes for Zoe, and 5 for Talia.
Is this my one I'm reading, or do you want me to do the next one? I'll go to the leaderboard. How about that? In second, we've got Choo Choo Frankie. Up she comes, and then we're just duking it out up the top with Hayley and Talia. Both play in the middle. Both get plenty of the ball, so they're always kind of in our eyes as voters. Yeah, I would love to say that they go downhill after half, but it's just going to get better, I reckon. But yeah, there's your leaderboard. I think you might even get one more before the end, or maybe not. We'll see. Round 7, here you are again, you Norfolk. 1 vote, Nikisha. 2 votes, Tanner. 3 votes, Frankie. 4 votes, Talia. 5 votes, Hayley. 1 vote, Maddie Reeve. Welcome. 2 votes, Jazz Bartel. 3 votes, Frankie Train Stringer. 4 votes, Hayley James. 5 votes, Talia. 1 vote, Jazzy B. 2 votes, Frankie. 3 votes, Hayley. 4 votes, Tanner. Who's been the misser-outer? 5 votes, Talia. Oh, another day. You, Taylor.
Down to southeast, and what a day it was. 1 vote for Talia. 2 to Amber, who wasn't here tonight, and boy do we miss her. 3 votes for our very own Keisha. 4 for Jazzy. And 5 votes for Hayley Evans. 1 for Talia. 2 for Amber. 3 for Keisha. 4 for Jazzy. And 5 for Hayley Evans again. 1 for Keisha. 2 for Talia. 3 for Amber. And 4 for Hayley. And 5 for Jazzy B.
If I know Amber like we know Amber, she's at home watching this right now, giving us the biggest energy you've ever seen. Round 9, Channel Times. Wowzers. 1 vote, here she is, Amber. 2 votes, Shardy. 3 votes, Keish Grimsey. 4 votes, Zoe Woolley. 5 votes, Meg McDougall. Here she comes. Meg, will you play fullback at a game you won by like 10 goals? 1 vote, Talia Drake. 2 votes, Keish Grimsey. 3, Hayley James. 4, Hayley Evans. 5, Amelia Goldsmith. The vote cards were shared this night. 1 vote, Hayley James. 2, Talia Drake. 3, Hayley Evans. 4, Keish Grimsey. 5, Jazz Bartels. What about that? A real licorice, all sorts of 5s there. And I think this is our last. Was this our last roster match? Was it? I think it was.
Don't ask me, I was at too many. Or maybe. And 1 vote for Talia. 2 votes for Keisha. 3 for Frankie Stringer. 4 for Zoe. And 5 for Mill. Claremont. I believe this round somebody vomited from nerves on the ground, so that was fun. Very, very good for Meg, getting 1 vote. 2 for Tanner. 3 for Jazzy B. 4 for Keisha. And 5 for Talia. 1 for George, 2 for Amelia, 3 for Zoe, 4 for Hayley, and Hayley James taking out the top spot.
Wow, Taylor, that was something else that was. That really built to a crescendo of emotion. I'd like to invite Lance, if he's not already up there, to the stage. Taylor, do you want to head up there as well? Laura, do you want to head up there as well? Yeah, get up there. Under 17 girls, best and fairest. Just before we announce the award winners here, I want to give a shout out to these 3 legends because no one will probably get around to thanking them. To put it nicely, under 17 girls, you have caused me a lot of stress over the last 2 years. Wowzers. I've had so many phone calls about you and your players and all this, but it just makes me absolutely stoked to see you girls all here enjoying yourself with your medals on. And these 3 people are a massive part of that this year. So they probably won't get the thanks they deserve tonight, but I think we just take a moment to thank Laura, Taylor and Lance. One of the biggest save missions we've ever pulled off, I reckon. Under 17 girls, best and fairest runner-up this year, with an absolutely mind-boggling good season, and just an absolute pleasure to watch, especially when she gets angry at me. Runner-up is Hayley James. Lance, do you want to say a few words about Hayley just as she's coming up?
Hayley came down from New Norfolk this year, and there's a lot of things that coaches can't teach people, and that's to get the ball. And we were very fortunate enough to have 2 people in the middle, the other one will be up in a minute, that Jesus, they can get the ball. And that goes a hell of a long way to winning the game. Hayley was runner-up in the Beakley, runner-up in our best and fairest in a premiership year. I wouldn't have thought that's too bad. Great work, buddy.
And then Hayley, if you...
Okay then.
Well done, Hayley. Over to the balloons if you can, my friend. I wish you said that less many words to me and Lance at 3/4 time. And that leaves, Lance, your winner for this year, and what you'll see was a very, very close count as Talia Drake.
When I first started a couple of years ago, we had a Talia, a Talani and a Tia, so I couldn't understand them all. So this has always been old mate. Old mate now is back-to-back winner of our Best and Fairest and a captain of a premiership side. So, as I said about Hayley, God, Jesus, she can get the ball hard as a Billy Goat's head. Gee, she can get it. We just got to teach her what to do with it, but she can get it. A good pre-season, and we'll look out for the both of them.
I'd like to say thank you for Lance coming in this year to be our coach once again when he wasn't supposed to be, and all our lovely helpers that were behind the scenes. And thank you for Joel, Laura and Taylor for helping out all the time, and all our parents. Thank you so much.
All right, Lance, I've got your most consistent, if you want to say a few words there.
Last year, as a group, our team kicked 11 goals, I think. I know it's not about how many goals we kicked, but this girl this year kicked 19 goals on her own. The association winner was 20, but the association winner kicked 9 goals in one game. And in the same game that we played, Keish had 3 goals in the first 5 minutes, and I took her off the ground because I feel that everybody should have a chance to kick goals. She got back on and kicked another one, but if I'd have left her there, I reckon she'd have kicked 10. So she'd have won the association best and fair goal kicking easily. Great year, Nikisha Grimsey.
Top stuff, Keish. Lance, one of your favourite ones I know you like giving out, most improved, mate.
Most improved was pretty easy, I thought, this year. I think I told this girl a couple of times she's the most improved player in the association. To start with, she likes to have a bit of fun and not take it too seriously, but as with all the girls in the last 3 games of the year, we had girls that wouldn't chase, wouldn't tackle, couldn't kick, couldn't mark. In the last 3 games of the year, God only knows what happened because they turned into animals. And this was one of them. So my most improved was Zoe Woolley.
It's amazing, Lance, how much these girls are not talkative when they just spend hours getting into us. Lance, over to you for your... this was a bit of a joint decision between the 4 of us, and I think one that we all strongly agreed on.
Coach's Award, easy, easy. It was easy last year, it was easy this year. This girl hardly missed training, very, very respectful, played in the back line, which was terrible in our team, obviously. Snuck forward and kicked a couple of goals, I think. And towards the end of the year, we even used some of her drills. We missed her all last year because I think she had a broken collarbone. And she's just worked out who it is. Frankie Stringer.
Thanks everyone, and thanks Lance, Taylor and Laura.
I think we're on. Yes, so because you guys played 2 finals, you are blessed with the Best in Finals award, and this was a tricky one, Lance.
I apologise to about 19 girls, and that's the truth. That is the truth. But in the last roster game, this girl started work at target, and she was a bit late for the game, and she just worked out who it was. And I asked her to play in the ruck, and she sort of just looked at me, and I asked her just for a contest. I didn't expect you to jump over their heads and anything, just give us a contest. And the next 3 weeks, she was absolutely enormous and went a long way for us to win the grand final. Amelia Goldsmith.
Well done, Lance. Now, over to you for the presentation of the pennants to the girls.
I just want to say a few words if I can, please. Anybody that has seen this group together for the last 2 years knows that they like to have a bit of fun. They don't want to take it too seriously, so that's the way we went about the 2 years. But the last 3 weeks, I have no idea what happened the last 3 weeks. I'd love to say it was our coaching, but I don't think so. They just turned into tackling machines. Zoe Woolley was bouncing the ball, taking a run and bouncing the ball, which unbelievable. So girls, pre-season, get with the seniors, get fit. Under 15s will come up with you and have a real crack again next year. Well done, guys. Hello. We've got a Golden Boot Award that I knew nothing about. Keish.
Okay, that's all for 17s, but I will quickly say something about our two lovely coaches. Lance, come on. Back up here. So we actually had a really great coaching group this year after a lot of trouble that we had. Joel actually played a big part, even though he likes to play dumb. But we do have Lance and Laura, so a big thank you to them on behalf of the club and on behalf of our lovely girls. Lance and Laura, quick up on the stage, come on. Big congratulations to these coaches, thank you. Yeah, and now we'll be handing out the pennants. Amelia's taken over.
Just while she was talking about the coaches, we obviously got something for all of you because we appreciate all your efforts so much. It was a hard year, and we really are so thankful for all of you and like what you guys did for us this year. So here we go.
And here I was saying they weren't going to get thanked. Lies, slander. All right, Taylor, pennant time.
Thank you girls so much. That's so lovely of you thinking of us. Now we're going to hand out the pennants, so we'll give them out in order. So unfortunately Charlotte and Amber aren't here, but that goes to Amelia. So if you want to come up and grab it, girls. Montana Dawes. Our very own Maddie Reeve. Choo Choo Frankie. Fullback Meg. Our very own Shiny James. Jazzy B. I don't think she made it tonight, but Kaisha Nelson? No. Golden Boot Keisha. Our very own Crutches Graham. Piper. Georgia Porch Holmes. Beakley medalist Hayley James. Hayley Evans. Zoe Woolley. And last but not least, our captain, Talia Drake. just before you girls, I'll let you get your photo taken. Just while they're getting their photo taken, I was a late inclusion this year. Joel sent me a message and said, hey, would you like to come and help out with the under 17 girls? And I thought, yeah, why not? I came in week 1 and I thought, what have I got myself into? I had to go home after training. I think it was like 6 o'clock and I had I slept 13 hours. But when I saw what potential they had and where they started from when I did come halfway through the season to where they ended up, I couldn't be more proud of them. So you girls should be very proud of yourself. I know that all of us are proud of you, and your parents and everybody at the club as well should recognise the improvement that these girls have had throughout the season. So thank you, girls. Well done.
Alrighty, I'm handing over to the dulcet tones of Paul
Can I just have one more
Kennedy.
word? Sorry,
Yes,
it seems
you
like
can.
17s are going to go on forever.
Oh, what about when you win a premiership though? You just go as long as you want.
Flag pies. We just have a special mention to our runner, Sarah Seaborn. We couldn't have done the season without you. Do you want to come up and grab a flag, baby? How can we yell from the sidelines if we haven't got somebody to pass it on? Back to you, Joel.
Thanks, Taylor. I'm over here in the booth with Paul Kennedy. He's got a bit of a stroke bug at the moment, so he's going to see how many rounds he can get through. And yeah, just look at him out there with his hair out. This team has got some real interesting faces in amongst, and some real interesting haircuts, which I'm sure PK will highlight. All the best, boys.
Round 1 against Lindisfarne. 1 vote, Jack Males. 2, Cade Burgess. 3, Geordie Blythe. 4, Josh Meredith. And 5, Jared Greenwood. 1 to the mailman. 2 to Rolls. 3, Geordie Blythe. 4, Josh Meredith. And 5, Jay Radical. 1, Elliot Cullen. 2, Connor Greenwoods. 3, Geordie Blythe. 4, J-Rad. And 5, the mailman delivers. Round 2, Southern Storm, number 1, Z.I. Zach Iron. 2, Josh Taylor. 3, C Radical. 4, Jay Webster. And 5, Jared Greenwoods. 1 vote, Jay Webster. 2 votes, Josh Taylor. 3 votes, Zach Maynard. 4 votes, Jack Hallett. And 5, Connor Greenwood. We've got a Greenwood off here at the moment, Joel. 1, Zachary Maynard. 2, Jack Hallett. 3, Jay Webster. 4, C Radical. And 5, J Radical. 1, Jared Greenwood. 2, Bergerac. 3, Connor. 4, Tummers. And 5, Cam Doreen. You know what I mean? Round 3, v Lauderdale. 1, Declan Modrahan. 2, Bergerac. 3, C-Rad. 4, Tummers. And 5, Cam Doreen. You do know what I mean. 1 vote, Jay. 2, C-Rad. 3, Fletcher Salter. 4, Jaden Tumney. And 5, Cam Doreen. It's just getting obscene. Round 4 against Clarence, massive win. 1, Jack Males. 2, Luke Nicholson. 3, Jaden Tapp. 4, Jared Greenwood. 5, Fletcher Salter. 1, Decky. 2, Jay. 3, the Bergerac. 4, Jacob Quarrel on the board. And 5, Cam Doreen is at it again. 1, the Mailman. 2, Gomez. 3, Off Tap. 4, Lukey Nicholson. And 5, Connor Greenwood. How's that for a leaderboard? It is a Greenwood off, the J-Rad and the C-Rad on 29 and 27. And Cam Doreen on 23 is knocking on the door. Round 5 against North Hobart. 1, J-Rad. 2, Decky. 3, Gomez. 4, the Mailman. And 5, Jai Wakefield on the board. 1. Jack Wells, welcome to the board. Decky. 3, Gomez, the Spaniard. 4, the Mailman. And 5, Jai Wakefield. 1, Geordie. 2, C-Rad. 3, Quazza. And 4, Cuz. And 5, Bergerac. 1 vote, Wakey. 2, Matchy. 3, J-Rad. 4, J Webb. And 5, Quasimoto. Round 6 against Lindisfarne. 1, Wakey. 2, Matchy. 3, Jared Greenwood. 4, J Webb. And 5, J Quarrel. 1, Geordie. 2, Fletcher. 3, Decky. 4, J Webb. And 5, J Quaz. Round 7 against the Southern Storm. 1, Wakey. 2, Cam Doreen. 3, Burjo. 4, Quasimoto. And 5, J Rad. 1 vote, Rolsey. 2 votes, the Spaniard. 3, Quasi. 4, Burjo. And 5, J Rad. 1, C-Rad. 2, Cam Doreen. 3, Wakey. 4, Quasi. And 5, J Rad. Round 8 against Lauderdale, Friday night game. 1, ZI. 2, Wakey. 3, Bergerac. 4, the Spaniard. And 5, the Mailman. 1, Cam Doreen. 2, Jai Wakefield. 3, Kate Burgess. 4, Josh Meredith. And 5, Jack Males. 1, Geordie Blythe. 2, C Rad. 3, C Burgess. 4, Gomez. And 5, Jack Males. Two games left, I believe. J-Rad busting clear ahead of the Mailman and C-Rad with Gomez not far behind. Round 9 against Clarence. 1 vote, the Spaniard. 2, Cam Doreen. 3, Cuzzy. 4, Quasi. And 5, C-Rad. 1, Burjo. 2, Cam D. 3, Cuzzy. 4, Quasi. And 5, C-Rad. 1, Thomas. 2, Sauce. Harrison Wells on the leaderboard. 3, the Mailman. 4, Rolsey. And 5, Josh Meredith. Final round of the season against North Hobart. 1, Quasimoto. 2, it's D-E-C. Oi, Decky Modrahan. 3, Geordie Blythe. 4, Jack Males. And 5, Jaden Tumney, who was on fire that night. 1, Fletcher Salter. 2, Jared Greenwood. 3, Geordie Blythe. 4, Jack Males. And 5, Jaden Tumney. Hot pies. 1, Riley Dare. Rollers in the house. Cam Doreen, 2. 3, Geordie Blythe. 4, Jack Males. And 5, hot pies. Jaden Tumney. I now call myself to the stage.
As PK merrily dances to the stage, very excited to announce his award winners. The Under-16's Best and Fairest runner-up is Jack Males.
Take two. I think when I first came across Jack, almost 3 years ago, it was a kid who was really into his footy, really committed, trained hard, but he just wasn't that good. And, sort of as a coach, you do little assessments of players and you see the guys who do everything right and you want them to succeed. I didn't think this guy's ceiling was that high, but he has worked that hard. Through the COVID break, he was down here constantly doing running sessions, doing football. And so for him to go for a guy, 2 years ago is probably average in his age group, to this year stepping up and playing really good under-18 footy, is just such a massive credit to him. And to be the runner-up best and fairest in what was a pretty good under-16 team, he can. There's nobody to thank but yourself, because you've worked your butt off, you've improved so much, and you thoroughly deserve this award. Well done, mate.
All right, PK, I might leave you to announce your winner.
The winner of the best and fairest is Jared Greenwood. I'll be straight up again. I mean, I'd heard about the Greenwood boys, and they had a bit of a reputation. And in the off-season, they both got in touch with me and they wanted to come down. And but from the moment both of them came to training, they've been unreal with this group in the way they set the standard. Their enthusiasm for footy, their enthusiasm for the contest has been sensational. Jared's year this year, playing each week 16s and under-18s, often having to play on the best opponent in the opposition forward line, swinging into the ruck, going forward and kicking goals. What I like about Jared is when he's on the field, he's passionate about it. When he's on the training track, he's passionate about it. He plays football the way it's meant to be played, and that's, someone who just loves being on the footy field and loves playing for his mates. So really, really glad to announce that Jared is our best and fairest.
And there's that final leaderboard, just while Jared's heading over to get a photo. He's going to say a few words.
I'd like to thank all the boys that welcomed me into the team. Thanks BK for letting me play for your team as well. Even though it's my first year coming up being best and fairest, I'll thank Jack keeping up to me, Connor keeping up to me. It's okay, I'll get the banker out later. Yeah, it's been an awesome season with the new boys. Love playing with the boys. I can't wait to play next year with you. Good old 18s.
Alrighty, PK, most consistent, I believe.
Most consistent. Well, this was an interesting one because I think all the boys will tell you that our year went a little bit like this, and then we played really well one week and not so well the next week. And the guys seemed to respond. After we didn't play so well, they'd train really hard. The training would be very intense the next week, and we'd turn out and play some great footy. That said, we had a number of players who were really consistent for us this year, but one guy, I think if you ask the opposition, who's the guy that they hated facing each week because his hardness and his intensity, and they would say Jacob Quarrell. Initially, Jacob wasn't going to play footy this year. He came a couple of weeks into the season, but we're glad he did because he always stepped up and set the standard with the way he went about his footy. So a very deserved, most consistent player. Just before I go on to the next one, Joel, one thing I do want to say is something this year was we had a local business called Rock Property step up and sponsor our under-16 team, which was a little bit of a new model and hopefully something as a club we could grow. And I know the boys all appreciated the warm-up tops they got thanks to Rock Property. So a big round of applause for them for stepping up and supporting this team this year.
PK, most improved.
This one was pretty easy. This guy asked me at the start of the year what he needed to do to play under 18s, and I was a little bit candid. I said, you need to improve a lot, and you need to get fitter. You know, you just need to keep working and improving. By about round 3 of our season, he was one of our most rock-solid players. He stepped up to under 18s and played well in under 18s. He left me with egg on my face. It was amazing because I saw this guy again first play, 2-3 years ago. He's the sort of guy as a coach you'd be trying to think, right, where will we put him to give him the best chance so he'll go okay, to the point where this year he's the sort of guy that you're like, geez, I hope he's playing this week because we rely on him, and that's Fletcher Salter.
And your coach's award, PK.
Rightio, well, might be time for a little ramble by me, Joel. You know I like these. But I think
shocking.
Our last game of the year, we played against North Hobart, and because of an upset the week before, we could no longer make finals. We were all expecting that we'd be playing North Hobart here under lights and the winner would play in the finals. So we got to that last game and I turned up, and sometimes when you're playing your final game and there's nothing on the line, it can go pretty bad because the motivation's not there. But our guys turned up and they were on that day. It was one of our best performances for the year. And just before three-quarter time, we were in front and we had a bit of ill discipline. We gave away a couple of cheap goals right before three-quarter time and allowed North Hobart to get in front. And when we came in, we had 3 of the guys got the group in and said, hey, that's not what this is about. We're here to play footy, get your minds back on the job, do things the right way. And I was watching those 3 guys and I thought, a year before that, they probably would have been coming in. They would have been 3 blokes going, let's get out there and hit these blokes. Let's hit them harder. And coaching this team this year and working with them last year and seeing the way they've grown up from a team that went to Clarence and got beaten by 215 points and gave up really early in the piece, to a team that this year beat Clarence, but had a never say die attitude and a never quit attitude. And so the biggest thing for me, because I'll say to this group as we sort of leave season 2020, is take the lessons about when you do things the right way and when you look after your mates and the result that happens. Because the improvement in this team in the course of a year is nothing to do with footy training, and it's all to do with up here and in here, and the growth they've had as young men. And the reality we have is that there are moments in your life that can change your life forever. And usually those moments that change it forever are in a bad way. And they're where we make a bad decision or we don't have people looking out for us in that moment. And who knows what path that takes you down. We got a young man from this club who's a fantastic young man. He's now in jail because of one moment, And so what I say to you guys is take that lesson you learnt this year, that when you do things the right way and when you look after your mates, good things happen. And those moments out on the field where the fire burns inside, where our guys used to swear at the umpires or throw punches, and now they suck it up for a sec and they get on with the game, or they tell their mate, hey, switch back on. Those are the moments when you go, Geordie, those are the moments when you go later in life, somewhere away from footy, where you help your mate or you take that deep breath, that's going to make sure you don't make a decision that you regret for the rest of your life. And that's the important lesson from playing footy, all right? And you guys are a fantastic team. The way you look after each other and play for each other, carry that away from footy. Carry it into next season, but carry it away from footy. Look after your mates. All right, it's really important. I congratulate you about the way you went about this season, all right? And I can't wait to coach you again next season, all right? And I look forward to seeing you continue to grow as young men. That leads into the Coaches Award, because this is a guy who, his progression as a young fella has been sensational. I love his enthusiasm. He doesn't have a filter, but that's okay, because you know exactly what you get from Declan Modrahan. What a great guy to coach. What a great guy to coach.
like to say thanks to all the boys, Kelly, PK, everyone else that's helped out through the year. Guess we got there, it was good. So thank you, and Dad and his family as well. So thank you.
All right, PK, I think we got some 50, 100 and more game awards to knock off. I think we just got the 150 gamer.
That's Cuz, Elliot Cullen, up you come. And this guy he just has a crack every day, every time out in the field. All the boys love it playing with Cuz, and he had a really good solid year for us. Congratulations, mate.
PK, I think we're on to 100 games, which is, I think we got a couple, just got the one, STJFL 100 games.
No, I've said a bit about Jay Rad, but just a guy you love having on your team. He was very humble in his Best and Fairest award, and I'm glad he's won one. It's well deserved.
Then I think we've even got the pleasure of a 150, which is...
All right, the mailman. He delivered this year, an outstanding year. Congratulations, Jack Males.
Just quickly, thanks for the 150. It's pretty sick. Play 150 junior games. Shout out to Jake Croft, being a legend, and Jay. And yeah, go Pies.
And as we get up the Rock Property Tops photo from the boys, we'll do our presentation of the pennants.
All right, boys, come up as I call you out. Connor Greenwood, Jared Greenwood, Jaden Ford Wolf, Josh Meredith, Brody Hitchens, Cam Doreen, Decky Modrahan, Jaden Tumney, Blair Garwood, Kate Burgess, Jai Wakefield, Harrison Wells, Fletcher Salter, Jacob Quarrell, Luke Matcham, Geordie Blythe, Jay Webster, Jack Howlett, Elliot Cullen, Jack Males, Jack Grace, Jack Wells, Jack Rolls. It was a popular name that year, wasn't it? Riley Dare, Cody Nickel, and Zach Iron. Rightio, just to finish off from me, thank you to all the boys. I enjoyed this year so much. Thanks to Ross Meredith for helping out. Thank you times a million to Kelly Males for everything she does. Thank you, Kelly. Thanks to Jordan West for him helping out as well. Brady Simpson for coming along and helping out as the runner a couple of times. And thank you to all the parents of this team who've been so supportive of the guys and supportive of their participation with us. It's a great parent group, and you can see the development of their guys. It's no secret that they've got some good parents behind them. And thanks to Claire Batchelor for all her support.
And just a quick one from me, Kel, on PK and what he does for the club. Like, I know that you know he's a senior coach, but there's so much work that goes into a senior coaching role that I wouldn't even consider coaching another team and helping with another team and overseeing boys football as a whole, and then helping me and Kelly when we need his help as well. So the amount of hours that he puts into you boys, don't underestimate that, because he puts the exact same hours into his senior players. So, yeah, he's just been absolutely massive for this club, and what he does with our under-16 boys and what he's done for the last few years has been pretty amazing. So shout out to you, PK, and big thanks for your work. Guys, that concludes our first ever live streamed Best and Fairest Award. I'll head up there so Duff can get a bit of look at me. Thanks so much for coming out, guys. Thanks for your energy and yeah, just for the year. It's been incredibly long, and I hate that we're doing this count at this time of year, but we're here, and we'll be here for you all next year to continue giving you the opportunity to be involved with our club. And thank you so much for letting us have the opportunity to work with you guys. So grateful to be here, and thanks to everyone for coming out. Have a great rest of your night. If anyone would like some photos on the way out, lovely Linda from Solstice Digital is over there. And just lastly from me, a big shout out to the crew at Duff TV who have live streamed probably the first ever youth Best and Fairest in the state. Thanks, Duff. Yeah, it's a real media affair up here in Glenorchy. So get some photos on the way out and drive safely. Look after yourselves.